Look at what this dang cat has done. When Boop gets bored, she gets under there and digs out my books. Cat! Cat, come out. Boop. She gets bored. What she tries to do, she's trying to get up into the drawer. Pumpkin's coming to check it out. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's she doing, Pumpkin? I don't know, but she's making a mess. That's where I store most of my books. She's scared of a library book. That's where I store all my old, they're not actual, you know, these are old library books that I bought from a local library when they had their book sale. Cat, you have totally destroyed my neat little stacks under there. Ah. Pumpkin, I swear, you're scared of everything. She is. She's afraid of everything. It's just... it's just Boop. You saw her go under there. She likes to try to get up in the little drawers there. If I open a drawer, she'll pull everything out of it and get down in it and go to sleep. Cat, you are making a royal mess of my stuff. I see your little tail. I think that's your tail. I see your tail. There's her tail. Cat. Look at what you've done. So what she'll do, she'll make a big mess and then just leave. Once she's satisfied with the destruction that she has wrought upon my room, she will just leave. Pumpkin, go under there and kick her ass. Tell her to stop. This is getting out of hand. Lord. Cat. I have never had a cat in my life who got bored like she does. She gets bored and she just will come in here and look for something to mess with and she'll just destroy it. I've never... My other cats, it's like when they get bored, they just go into screensaver mode. They'll just go somewhere and go to sleep. You won't hear a peep out of them. And then about dinner time, they'll get up and, you know, wander into the kitchen and look for something to eat. But Boop, no, not her. I see your little face. I see your little face. I see you. I see you. What are you doing? She's purring. Are you happy with yourself now? You've kicked all the books out. Well, some of them. There's still a bunch of them under there. You made a little hidey hole, so now you're happy, huh? What are you going to do now? Why don't you just take a nap? She's purring. Can I have this book? Cat, you are a menace. You know that? You are naughty. You're naughty. You're naughty. She's going to attack my hand in a minute if I do that again. Cat. You are the naughtiest little cat I have ever had. Why are you like that? Gosh. What do you think, Pumpkin? Ah, she's afraid of a cat toy. Get the cat toy. Look at, she's so proper. Look at her. She's like a little statue. You're so cute. Evie's downstairs. Last time I saw her, she was sleeping on the little bench in front of one of the windows by the front door. Kitty. Lord. So, yeah, after she comes out of there, I get to restack all of these books. Gosh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Lord have mercy. Whew, let me get up from here. I just took my shower. This day has not gone the way it was supposed to. Well, look who's here. It's Boop. It's Boop. She heard me doing something. I'm going to have to put you out again because you're going to start knocking everything over. She comes in here and just knocks everything down on my counter, don't you? She acts all sweet to try to fool you into thinking that, there you go. She tries to act like, ow, she bit me. To act like she's sweet, but she's a little goblin is what she is. Bulk. Hold on, I gotta tell you a cat story. Hold on a second. I gotta go put her out. Yeah, I just pick her up and I set her right in the doorway and she just walks on. She just goes, okay, I'll go this way now. She's fine. She'll go bother Evie or something. I don't know. So earlier today, I was here working. It was about noon. And this little orange cat showed up. This cute little orange striped cat just wandered up in the backyard. And I don't know where, Boop was outside, but she must have been out front or something because she didn't see it. And it came up to the door. And I happened to turn and I just, you know, oh, I don't know you. And it just looked at me and it was just meowing at me like, I want to come in now. I'm ready to come inside. I'm like, you don't live here. And I'm sitting there talking to this cat through the door and I'm going, you don't live here, kitty. You're cute, but you don't live here. I just had a conversation yesterday. One of the instructors of one of the classes I go to, she volunteers at the local animal shelter. She said, Mary, you need another cat. I said, I do not need another cat. I have 3. That's my limit. I can't do more than 3. 3 is all I can do. You start straying into crazy cat lady territory. I can't. 3 is my limit. Like, that's it. But we have some cats and we're going to be getting kittens soon. It's like kitten season. You need another cat. I do not need a cat. Well, how about a dog? We've got dogs. I damn sure don't have room for a dog. My cats would kick me out of my own house if I tried to bring a dog home. We tried with Lilu, which was a puppy that I literally rescued. She was in the middle of the road on Highway 52 and got rolled under a car. And I got off the road and I got her out of the road. So I now had this little black puppy, cute as a button, this little puppy dog. And I tried to keep her at first, but it just didn't work. With the cats, it just, no. It was not a good fit with my cat. So, but I did find her a good home, and she actually ended up getting really big. She ended up being much bigger than I thought she would be. But she's in a very happy home. She's fine. But no, anyway, like I can't have a dog. I don't have the time or the energy or the space for a dog. I just don't. It's not a good time for me. So, to have this cat just show up at my house was hilarious. This little orange striped little tomcat, he was intact. He had not been neutered. Didn't have on a collar, but he was well groomed. I mean, he was very friendly, but he was very hungry. I did put out some food for him. He ate a bunch. I put out a bowl of food. He ate about half of it, and it was a big bowl, like dry food. He ate about half of it. My God. And I put him out some water, and then Boop came around and did not care for that. She came running in the house, and then was Billy Badass on the other side of the sliding door. And they had a whole conversation for about 20 minutes with the sliding door between them. And I'm going, yeah, you're all brave now that you're inside. He's bigger than you. And he was chittering at her like, I don't know why you're mad at me. And he just laid down like, blah. And she's just, rawr. I said, Boo, he is not scared of you at all. Look at him. He's showing you his belly. He's not worried about you. You're not scary. I know you think you're scary. It's like those little tiny dogs. I think they're so scary. Like, oh, you're so cute. You're so terrifying. You're not scary, sweetheart. You're adorable when you're mad. So, it hung out here for 2 or 3 hours. It stayed by the back door. And then he came around to the front door. He thought, I'm going to come in the front door. She won't let me in this way. Maybe she'll let me in. Like, no, little cat, you can't come in here. I'm sorry. My younger son named him Wally. He said this cat's name is Wally. And Wally really liked my younger son. He was just all over it. He would let my son pet him, and he trills. He does that little chirpy trill thing. It's like a combination of a purr and a meow. And he was just trilling at my son and rubbing on him and just loved him to death. Just, oh, with me, it's like, I mean, you're cool and all. I mean, you fed me, but, you know, I don't really give too much of a shit about you. Maybe he was mad because I wouldn't let him in the house or something, but he thought my younger son was just the best. Just, I love him. I love your son. And he sat out there with this cat that I guess is now named Wally, and sat out there on the sidewalk with Wally and petting him and playing with him for a while. And then Wally just left. I think he just went home. He's like, well, it's been fun, but I gotta go. So he just wandered off. I don't know if we'll see him again or not. He was very friendly, very cute little cat. I got some pictures of him. He's very sweet. He has kind of short legs, like little shortish legs, and he's orange, like an orange striped tabby cat. Yeah, he was very sweet. So I had a little visitor this afternoon, and he hung around for a while, and my cats didn't care for that a bit. Evie came down and saw him, and she puffed up and hissed at him, but she wasn't very serious about it. I wonder if she's had run-ins with him before, because she hissed at him, but it was kind of half-assed, like, that's good enough. And she just laid down and she just laid there and just kind of watched him, but she didn't really do anything. Boop was very animated, and she just wanted to let him know, like, I'm big and bad, and I'm scary. And I'm going, he's not scared if you look at him. He's laying on his back. He's not even looking in your direction. He does not care. You are not scaring him at all. So anyway, I did feed him because he was very hungry. So I gave him some food, and so he seemed very nice. So I've never seen this cat before. I may never see him again. Every now and then an animal will just show up like that, and then you don't see it anymore. There was this dog, and we never figured out what kind of a dog it was, but my older son and I saw him twice. And this dog, it's like it would just appear. My son said it's like a dog in a video game or something. It's weird. It's like it has a quest for you, and it just shows up. And it was it was not huge, slender dog. It looked like it was a breed of some sort, and we tried to figure out what kind of dog it was, and we never did. It was like if a Shiba Inu was tall and very slim, built almost like a greyhound, but looked like a Shiba Inu, or however the hell you say it. And it wouldn't bark. You couldn't pet it. If you tried to approach it, it was like, no, no. And it was very graceful. It was a very, very graceful dog. It walked like it was wearing an evening gown or something. This dog was just, and it would just appear. My son and I were outside one day pulling weeds, and we turned around, and the dog was just standing in the driveway. Neither one of us saw it coming. We didn't hear it. It was just standing in the driveway looking at us. It was weird, and we're both like, where did this dog come from? It did not have on a collar. Never seen anybody walking this dog. I know everybody's dogs around here because they walk their dogs. Never seen this dog in my life. And he just stood there. He seemed like he was interested in us, but he wouldn't let us pet him or get too close to him. If you got within 5 feet, he'd start backing up, But he was just looking at us. And he looked at us for a while, and then he just left. He just went on up the road. I don't know where he went. He just kind of vanished up the road. And another time he came back when my son was leaving to go get on the bus. This was back before he had his license. He was going to get on the bus for school, and he started walking up the road, and he said, Mom, I swear to you, that dog just appeared. It just appeared out there near the bus stop. I didn't hear it coming. I didn't see it. And it stood there and just watched me until I got on the bus and left. And I saw it one other time, but it wouldn't let me pet it or anything. It was very quiet. It never made a sound. When it walked, it didn't make a sound. It was weird, very strange, beautiful dog. I don't know what kind of dog it was, but it was really pretty. But we haven't seen it since, and that was, oh my God, 3 years ago, 3 or 4, well, I'd say at least 3 years ago. Haven't seen it since. That was it. Never saw it again. Very strange. Okay, I gotta figure out what kind of video I'm doing. I think I'm hungry. I'm not really sure. You ever get that way? It's about 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, well, am I hungry or am I just bored? Because sometimes I feel like I'm hungry, but I'm really not. If I ask myself, do you want an apple? No, I don't want an apple. Then you're probably not hungry. And that's something like my mom used to say to me. You're not hungry. I've got this. Well, I don't want that. Well, then you're not hungry, are you? I am. I'm just not hungry for that. whatever. Well, then you're not hungry. That's not entirely true. I am hungry, but I don't want that. So I guess I'm not super hungry. I'm just kind of hungry. I may just go eat an apple and see what happens. Anyway, happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful day. My day was all right, I guess. It was just a typical Monday. Nothing to write home about. The only interesting thing that happened was that I got to meet a new cat, and we've named him Wally. There are several cats in the neighborhood that I see on a regular basis, and if we see them more than twice, we give them a name. There's Clark, who is a little bobtailed gray and white tomcat. And then there's Bob, who came along later. Bob would have been a better name for the bobtail cat. But there's another cat around here. He has long hair. It's like black and white. He's black and white. He has long hair. And he has like half a tail. And he's super goofy. Like, he's very clumsy. He moves kind of like a dog. We named him Bob. I named him Bob. And Bob comes around every now and then. He tries to play with my cats. Like, he has no fear. He's not afraid of them at all. He'll try to sniff them, and my cats just completely spaz out. And Bob's just like, what? You know, he runs like, doo, 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 doo. He's so dorky. I love Bob. I love Bob so much. He's very clumsy. He's just, when he runs, his legs just kind of go everywhere. It's hilarious to watch him run. He is so weird. Bob is the best. Bob will not let you pet him. And if he sees you outside, he will run away. Clark will let you pet him. Clark is actually really nice. But Clark hasn't been around lately. Bob shows up every now and then. He will just wander up in the backyard like, hey, Bob. But if I say anything to him, like, you know, if he's out there trying to get a bird, I'll go, Bob, and he'll run away. He's goofy. He's a very goofy cat. And his eyes are a little bit too close together, and it makes him look kind of ridiculous. He's so weird. But, yeah, Bob and Clark and now Wally. Lord have mercy, all these cats. But I can't do any more cats. I had to tell Wally, like, dude, I cannot take another cat. I'm at my limit. I'll give you something to eat, but you cannot live here, okay? You can't live here. So I don't think he's a stray. He was too slick and like silky, and he belongs to somebody. He was probably just out having an adventure for the day and just ended up in my backyard. And now that I've fed him, he will most likely be back. So happy Monday to you again. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope the rest of your week is great. And I will see you again soon.